Hello everyone. Yes, claim timers again. I'm sorry, but I find this topic very important. In 4.8, CRT increased claim timers, and if we change the default loadout, we have to ensure the loadout now, which can cost hundreds of thousands of alpha UEC. At the same time, CRT took away our alpha UEC in 4.8. Not everyone who had millions of alpha UEC was cheating. CRT, you are punishing your players for your bugs that are in the game for years by now. This is just terrible, asinine, a kick in the balls. I've never seen any game studio like CRT treating their loyal backers like shit. If Electronic Arts, Activision, Ubisoft, Blizzard would behave like this, there would be an outraged storm, rightfully so. When CRT does it, backers bend over, open their wallet and just buy another ship. Here's one posting on Spectrum by Banner AT. The new claim mechanic is broken with the current state of the game. You can find hundreds of such postings on Spectrum and on Reddit. So with the new claim system, I either pay 730k alpha UEC or wait 12 hours to use the ship I already paid for. Here's a screenshot. Fee 730k or wait 12 hours and you get it for free. Now the issue is, most of the time when we claim ships, it's because of bugs. And look, I get it. If I want it instantly, it's fair that I pay if I've lost the ship in-game. However, this is the second time I lost my Idris due to bugs. Bugs I've never even seen before, by the way. I couldn't log out because of the ship not landed message. Even though I was in open space and I couldn't jump to any location, the spooling would finish but the quantum marker stayed red. Even docking at left ski wasn't working. I lined the 3 dots and held down N, but auto-docking wouldn't trigger. I even tried right Alt plus N. Basically, the only solution was to quit to the menu and lose the ship. And now, if I want to use my expensive ship again, I either pay 730k alpha UEC, which is a huge amount after a full wipe, or I don't use it for 12 hours. I'm laughing, so don't cry. I haven't seen a disaster like this, not even with the 4.0 release. It's insane. I had 1.5 hours of free time, no wife, no daughters, and all that time was spent trying to work around this insane amount of bugged mechanics. CRT, oh, you lost your Idris because we are too incompetent to write good code to fix bugs that are in the game for years by now. Wait 12 hours or pay our 730k alpha UEC, the full loadout. If you change the loadout, this is even more. Right after we wiped all alpha UEC for 4.8. Another posting, Goku193, stop forcing us to use docking. Please CRT, you know docking is broken and doesn't work. Why are you forcing us to dock? At least until the system is actually functional, let us land in regular large hangars because docking does not work. I find the reply of Mortimer Houston very funny. The docking will continue until morale improves. Yes, CRT is forcing certain ships to use docking even when the space station or location has hangars large enough for the ship. Not too long ago, CRT said, oh, we are very unhappy with this, we want to change it too. Yeah, but this is CRT, I guess this will take years. Docking in Star Citizen is broken for at least 4 years by now. Occasionally it works, but usually it doesn't. Your ship goes to unknown or directly into claim, you have to pay or you have to wait up to 12 hours for an Idris.
Right now, for example, over 90% of all claims in the verse are for ships that have not been destroyed.
Once again, it's pretty much evident that CRT employees, Richard Tyra, are not playing their own game. Why do we have so many claims of ships that are not destroyed? Let me think. Maybe because this game in alpha still has lots of bugs, lots of very game-breaking bugs. In addition, there's no way to move ships. For example, I want to do some testing around Tesla. I would have to fly each ship one by one from my home location to Tesla. But Richard Tyra is blaming the players. I really would like to know this. I wouldn't accept this behavior from my boss, but CRT is treating us, the people who gave CRT $1 billion in funding, like plebs, like shit. Why are people accepting this still? CRT is unable to fix bugs that are in the game for more than 4 years by now. Sometimes they fix something and then next patch it comes back because CRT is very bad with separating builds. And I'm not blaming CRT's devs, coders, artists and QA people. This is an issue of the very few people on top, Chris and his cronies. And on top of this, now they are punishing us for their bugs. People bend over and still buy chips like crazy. What am I missing? No other game promises what Star Citizen does. But we will never get the game Chris and CRG promised us in the last 13 years. Never. All we can hope for is a minimum viable product 1.0 with missing basics, missing mechanics, almost no physics, no alien worlds, one of the worst user interfaces in history of gaming, one of the worst item interaction systems in history of gaming, no NPC crews, and even this is years away. I was one of the believers. I am way past concierge. I believed in Chris and CRG's promises, aka lies. At least I learned my lesson. I haven't bought any chip in the last 3 years. Stop throwing money into this fire. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye. Auf Wiedersehen.
In her book, Dynamics of a Mindful Life, Maria Hurston encouraged all patients to repeat the following healing affirmations to inspire and motivate healing. I will be grateful for the care given to me. I will focus on my positive energy rather than on defeat. My faith is responsible. I actively dedicate myself to better
Hey, you're still here. You might want to join me on Twitter or on Blue Sky.